Are you surprised we haven't heard from any of these folks in Trump world right now? Steve, these people are on Fox a lot. Steven's a good friend of mine. Stephen Miller used to come on my show once every week or two or so. But I'm very close, and I text them, and ominously, I haven't heard back. So I'm not sure where they are. Is it possible they've been told to stand down?
Well, I think that this is the problem. This is the problem when you allow for a billionaire to make a $200 million donation. And so maybe we really do need to have campaign finance regulations in this country. I mean, essentially what is happening, and I love President Trump. I'm not saying that President Trump is bought and paid for, but it sounds like people are scared of crossing the king of the world, Elon Musk, the monarch, okay? Nobody wants to cross this guy, the richest man in the world who controls access to social media, the digital town square, and is now basically has everybody in a codependent, abusive relationship like they're a bunch of junkies.
Literally, the irony here is that Trump ran on stopping immigrants from taking Americans' jobs, and meanwhile, right, he's handed Doge to an immigrant and someone who is descendant of immigrants. I think he's first generation. I think Vivek, right? Didn't his parents come here?
Yeah.
So for a first generation American, he's handing the reins of a lot of power to them so that they can bring in immigrants to take American jobs.
But the best part of this, which we should get to while we have a little time, is the whole situation with Laura Loomer, who know is very tight with Trump, and despite everyone in Trump's inner circle's best efforts to exclude her and keep her away from Trump cannot quit Laura Loomer because the thing about Laura is she's real. Like, she worships Trump. She loves Trump. And she is consistent. And we were talking about this last night with the Midas guys. Like, she's not a bullshitter. Like what she says, she means. Yeah. And that's unusual in MAGA because a lot of them play games and lie and manipulate. Like, she genuinely worships him like a god.
Yeah.
And you can't ever find a word of criticism from Laura Loomer about Donald Trump. It will not happen. And so when she turned on Musk and Vivek, that created a problem because not only that, she has a huge following of Trump influencers. They don't all necessarily like her, but a lot of them do. And so when she comes out hard and goes after Musk, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And that because what happened is a lot of the other ones followed. I'm talking about people like Jack Posobiec and people that have like millions of followers were jumping in here on attacking Musk. And so what ended up happening, I saw some of the people who are like some of Musk's most loyal supporters, Cat Turd and others, trashing him.
Really?
Steve Bannon, we could go on and on. There's so many names I could go through the Rolodex of MAGA influencers. They were literally all trashing Musk. And so what happens is last night he takes all their blue checks away.
Oh, he took all their blue checks away? I didn't know it was all of them.
Like 100 of them. The main culprits.
Like
suspended Laura Loomer. I woke up this morning with a text from Laura saying he suspended me for 12 hours and she was complaining about him. Because she wanted me to let people know on X that she was suspended because she couldn't post, and the subscriptions he took those away.
Yeah, saw that.
You can't get the subscription money or the money for the engagement. And what else? Oh, and he changed the algorithm. He changed the algorithm to tamp down their engagement. So he basically nuked them.
Yep. Well, we have no more time, but I'm now convinced because I went after him when he first bought the platform and made fun of Tesla's stock crashing, and I lost my subscriptions. My account was suspended for almost 3 weeks.
Did?
Oh yeah, I couldn't get my account back for 3 weeks. No one could explain what happened. I lost the subscriptions for a year, and the algorithm was so screwed up for almost like at least a year. And now I am sure because like that now knowing that he will use the levers of whatever he can do there to exact revenge on people he doesn't like using his platform for to attack him. But Like, good for her. I mean, I can't stand the bitch, but it does take some balls to stand up to the likes of him, knowing what he can do. So good for her, and I'm glad they're fighting. That's one upside for me. I'd rather see them fighting each other than us wasting a lot of our power to fighting them. Now when we have to fight them later.
Along those lines, the last thing I'll say, you're right, I have to go to another interview, but the last thing I'll say is like, it's funny to also this morning, like to see some of the takes is like, hey, we can't let the media and the left divide us like this. I'm like, guys, we have said nothing. The media hasn't even covered this. They've largely ignored it.
Yep.
And like we're on the left are just sitting here watching and laughing. Like we have nothing to do with this. You can't blame us for this one, guys.
No, this is 100% on you. And we're just sitting back with popcorn, like just like let them fight, like the let them fight gif. That's what's happening right now. Go ahead, tear each other to shreds. I'm finding it very satisfying. So, and I can't wait for the full implosion of the Elon Musk Donald Trump relationship because it's coming. It's just a matter of time. There's no way those two can occupy the same space at the same time. It's not. Yeah, and yeah, he's not going to be in the White House like he thinks he is. Trump's already said he's not the president. But with that, yeah, you have to go. And thank you so much, as always, for chatting.